welcome everyone to my channel. That's Jose, and he will tell me about the experience at SMU and how he ended up at the LLM program. So Jose, tell me where you're from and how did you make your way here to Dallas, Texas?
Well, everything started when I was Uber eating, like I was a driver. And I come from Mexico. I have 18 years of experience being a corporate lawyer, but I remarried and came here and adjusted my status from being a tourist to become an LPR. So the first job I got, as the gig economy dictates, was driving for Uber Eats.
Yeah.
But I knew that I was destined to something that could be more useful for my community. I'm a Hispanic community member. So I started applying to jobs to become a paralegal. They gave me the opportunity to get into an entry-level job, and I started as a family law paralegal. I decided to go into a CAPE program, which is like for trades, So I studied for 6 months at SMU, and in that program, I got the credentials to become a more successful paralegal. And that led me to a job where this Colombian LLM student that already graduated recommended me, and I applied for the job for the program. But the main thing that was an obstacle was money, because I didn't have the money to study. So since I am an LPR, I had the right to apply for FAFSA. So SMU told me, okay, here's our application for FAFSA. And I tried to research because I was very unknowledgeable about the process. And I spent, I don't know, probably close to 25, 30 hours researching through YouTube, trying to find how to do it. And I don't know if it's an individual thing that I didn't know how to do it, but I learned through a hard process of trial and error.
Okay.
So thanks to the US government and
Yes,
FAFSA,
that's right.
I am a product of this possibility to study in a well-reputed school, but which is also very expensive.
Yeah, it is. But that's your investment.
Yes.
So tell me about your first semester. You just graduated, first semester, you had your finals.
Yes.
What classes did you take?
Well,
what do you think about your classmates?
I don't know
subjects?
if it's good or if it's bad, but I just received my first grade of the semester right
okay,
now.
Good.
So I got a B in immigration law.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
an A
great.
student,
Yeah, hey, that's great.
But the good thing is that I work full time. So considering that I work full time, I feel excited, right? So it has been great. Thanks to the mentorship program, people like you, Natalia, thank you for being so kind and for having such great rapport with us. And with our mentors on the JD side, they have been very kind and generous with their time. SMU has a lot of activities, a lot of clubs that you can get involved.
Such as what?
For example, the Hilsa Club, which is the Hispanic club. One of the things that I liked a lot, besides going to their activities, was that I see that my community is being active in the pursuit of more knowledge to not only win more money and to have more stable of an economy, but to benefit our community. So I see how other students have the same goal as I, which is to serve the Hispanic community.
Okay. What was your most favorite class and the one that intimidated you the most, let's say?
Oh man, I think, I don't want to disregard the excellent process that the cold calling system generates to us, but I think the most challenging one was probably torts and immigration law, which I took with JD students.
Okay.
But one that I enjoyed a lot, and I hope that Dean Camp sees it, is our Dean Camp's lectures, right?
Yeah.
So I like it a lot. Also Professor Yu, and it was great. I enjoyed it a lot.
Professor Yu is a new professor at SMU that, everybody loves him. I took his class and it was a great experience too. And of course our beloved Dean Camp.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yes.
Wonderful. So how do you study? Do you have study groups? You study at home? You study at the library altogether? What's your system?
Well, the thing is, I'm not 20 years old, right? I have
He's 25.
Yeah, I'm 25. I already have a 20-year-old son, so you can deduct my age. But the thing is, I don't have time to do the full law school experience. What I do is I work 80 hours a week, 40 hours in my job, and about 36, 37 hours here at the school. So I study by myself.
So coming back, so let's say that once you're an attorney, how will you help students from Mexico to come and study here, or maybe with advice, maybe with pro bono
There's the example of the Celis group. Mr. Celis has a very interesting story. I respect him as a lawyer. And he's giving 3 scholarships a year. I think it's full scholarships to students that come from Mexico. What I would like to see is that those scholarships, maybe under my family's name, maybe under my name, I don't know what's going to happen, could be sent to people that have the same background as me, you know, coming from public schools that probably don't have this dream. If you talk to myself 20 years before this date, if I was 23, 24, and you could tell me, did you imagine you know, at some point coming to SMU and, you know, occupying a seat as a student? I wouldn't have dreamed of because of the money issues. So I think I would like to see scholarships for Hispanics, not only from Mexico, but from the Latin American culture, to say, hey, even if you don't have the money, we can see a way to sponsor you, you know? Because the main issue is not to get the scholarship, it's to get the sponsorship, to get the visa. That's something that we should talk about also, right? Because you got to remember you have to have a $10,000 sponsor for Mexicans to be able to be, you know, selected to have
So
a visa.
how do you find the sponsor? And can you more elaborate about the Mr. Sally's scholarship and how did you find it?
I am not, I mean, and this is not a commercial. I hope Mr. Celis is seeing me right now and maybe gives me that scholarship, right?
Exactly.
Yes,
He needs it for the next semester.
Yes. Well, he has an interesting story. He is from the south of Texas. He became an attorney through the LLM program, and he made some money in the personal injury arena. I think the story is for him to be told, not for me. But he found it in his heart to give 3 full scholarships to Mexican students that had certain criteria, right? So I found out about it after the fact when I have applied to FAFSA and when I was already, you know, accepted. And it would have been great to be selected, right?
Yeah, exactly. You should try. Probably.
Yes,
Next semester,
it's next semester, probably, yes. So the last thing I want to comment, if you want to make more questions, I'm open to it. But the last thing I like to comment is, do not let your fear of debt or the visa requirement prevent you from having dreams. It took me about a year and a half to be able to apply to FAFSA, to be able to have the status, the legal status, to come and knock on the door. But time will fly, you know. I'm 43 right now. I will be 44 next year. I feel 20, right?
You still look young. Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, it's never too late. It's never too late to dream. It's never too late to aspire. And I'm not talking about having a fancy life. I'm talking about having a career, having a purpose, something bigger than money. Money will come because our time is valuable. It's the only asset that will not come back. We have to charge, of course, but our community has shortcomings. We gotta help them, you know. The struggle is real. I wanna finish with an experience that I had to show that the struggle is real. After having a very difficult day, I was going to my house from Galleria, which is the office of the work of the people that I work for, going towards Terrell. I got very, very tired, and I had to park near Mesquite Mall because I couldn't drive anymore. I mean, I was like tired, but I knew that someday I would remember that and I would be happy because of the struggle led me to a different opportunity.
Yeah,
right?
you'll have your Rolls Royce
Yeah,
driver.
no, I don't know. I don't know.
We'll still park a car at the Mesquite Mall. So
I don't
you can
know.
remember that moment.
I don't know. And I wouldn't go with Rolls Royce. I'm more of a Porsche man, right?
Oh,
I like
excuse
Porsche.
me.
Yes, but no, that's not the point, Natalia. But the point is, the Porsche could come, but the ability to help, it was thanks to my dream, thanks to the dream of my forefathers, and thanks to FAFSA, and thanks
So
to
please come study with me
Yes.
at SMU. LLM degree, and if you wish to transfer to JD, which is harder, but it's possible.
More debt?
Exactly. He's talking about that. I'm like buried, but you know what? That way, like I'll give back, and I know that I can make it. So that's why
you will.
have faith, right? Like everyone, just like have faith that you can do it. You're the one who you're betting on, and you can be successful because you really, really, really want it, and to give back to the community.
Yes, yes, and remember, start with a dream. Pay your taxes so you can have FAFSA. That's important, right?
Yep.
And the other thing is, don't worry about that. Debt will be paid. And thank you, Natalia, for having me here. And I hope that not only my Hispanic community, all my immigrants know that it is possible and the dream is real, but the struggle is real. You're going to have to pay with sweat, tears, and sometimes with burning the midnight oil.
That's right. But it would be all worth it. Thank you, Jose, so much for
Thank
being
you,
on my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. And we'll get back to you soon.
Bye-bye.